Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And 3.10 has finally arrived to Wave 1 on the PTU, which means it's not too far off from coming to the persistent universe. So I thought I'd do this video to bring you some of the features that they've added that I've already gotten to experiment with a little bit. Now this is an exhaustive list, so expect more stuff to come out in the future that I will cover. So first of all, we have the new Mobiglass UI, and it looks really sharp. As a matter of fact, the graphics in this version, for some reason, to me, feel much more punched in, much more crisp. I don't know what the best word for it is. It looks nicer, though I did experience a little bit of lag, which could be my connection, it could be the game itself. I don't know, but things looked nicer to me. They also, in this Mobiglass, they have the manufacturer icons next to each item, which I think is really neat. It's definitely crisper looking in the UI part as well. If you look down there at the buttons down below, a lot of that stuff looks a lot nicer now. They also added a couple of different icons. One you can see here coming up is the mo.Trader Mobiglass App. So this is how you're going to be able to trade money with people or give people money whether they're on or off at the time. You know, you can only do it right now probably I think to people in your party or your friends list. I actually searched for my alt character and it didn't show up, and maybe that's because he doesn't have a PTU presence. Another thing they added was Factoryline, which is Microtech's main store, and this thing is really nice. I like it. I really like what they did here. And they also show some things for the future, like the Mobiglass type contact lenses, all sorts of different components for your ships could be bought here. Holo tables can be bought here. Holograms themselves can be bought here. But the thing that you're going to be able to buy in 3.10 right now is the new Mobiglass Colors. All it is a new Mobiglass band. You can kind of change the colors, I guess, if you want to accessorize whatever outfit. Obviously, with armor, you're not going to see it. But they are pretty expensive at 4,000 credits. So I don't quite understand the expense. I guess because you use it so much, you need it. It's kind of like buying a car or something, maybe. I don't know. But it is pretty expensive in the PTU. At least just for a color. You're not really getting any actual upgrades when buying it. Then another mechanic that they added, which was really cool and something that we see late added to the notes, is a faceplate wipe animation. So you're able to wipe off the moisture and whatnot from your faceplate. And if you've ever been on a planet where that builds up, the condensation builds up, you're going to be thankful you can wipe that off. We also have new AI bartenders. They are a little smarter than what they used to be. They do different things around the bar, but it's still broken if you ask me. You'll see here as I try to interact with this AI that I can't click on it. And when I finally am able to click on one of the AIs here, you know, things just don't go as well as it should. So they definitely need to fix some of the interaction here with the bartenders. But all in all, it's still pretty cool that the AI in general, all over the place, seems to be improved, and not by a little bit. AI generally is walking around doing different things, so it's a little bit more immersive than 3.9. As you can see here, I'm trying to buy the drinks, and it's just not working with the interaction. Unfortunately, you know, that's part of, you know, a new patch. You're gonna have some bugs here and there, and I encountered a few. New Look Hangars. So we got the Arrow View hanger, which looks really sharp on Microtech. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the hangars from all around the verse. You've got new flight mechanics. We'll get into some of those later as well. But the Karthu-Al itself is highly maneuverable in atmosphere, it looks like. At least on the roll axis. This thing can roll like crazy. Whereas a lot of other ships cannot. Then we also have the new UI for targeting and for fixed weapons. The HUD UI is different. It's supposed to brighten and darken. I did not experience that in this particular gameplay. Unfortunately, it was still a little difficult to track the ships on the, going by the planet. Also had some issues actually targeting for some reason, and I'm guessing maybe that has something to do with the stealth mechanics and stuff. But as you can see here, it's a little harder to, be able to keep up with that reticle there. I also decided to change to lag pips. To me, it was a little easier to aim and shoot. I don't know. You guys will have to experiment with the pips a little bit, and I'll bring another video about the pips as well in the future. But the Karthu-Al actually held up pretty well against these Cutlass Blacks. There was no explosion animation. That was a little of a bummer. The AI for Enemy FPS gameplay has definitely improved. Still not 100% great, but they'll try to hide behind things. See there, they're hiding behind the crates here, and they'll pop out and start shooting at you. So definitely an improvement. Makes the 890 jump mission a little more interesting, and it'll make it a lot more fun when you try to do it with buddies. I did this one solo. I did finish it solo. I was able to take a few hits and still survive. But the AI will hide a little bit more, so tracking them down might be a little bit more difficult. So we also have new weapons. This is like the Gemini SMG. This thing fires so fast. The rate of fire is insane on it. I like it. It's a lot of fun. Now, I did have a hard time reattaching any kind of aiming reticle on this thing after I took the first one off, and that was a bug, I think. So we'll have to play with a little bit more. But yeah, I really want to also play with the electron weapons. I think that'll be cool. We also have body dragging that's now in the game, so this could be pretty neat as well. And we're supposed to be able to bring out one weapon while we drag bodies, so that's a cool little feature. I really liked the body dragging feature. The Origin M50 got its rework, and that is now in the game too. You can see some minor graphical changes on this thing, or model changes if you want to call it that. Some of the other really cool changes that this M50 has is in the flight itself. As far as graphics, I'm not going to say I like the flight mechanics over what it previously was. Did not like flying the M50 that much, especially in atmosphere. Maybe it was because I was on Microtech, but the atmosphere, the winds seemed to buffet it a little bit. You saw how well the Karthu-Al rolled. The M50 does not roll nearly as well as the Karthu-Al, and that's super disappointing because it's supposed to be a highly maneuverable ship. I was very disappointed in its roll capability, or lack thereof. It was fun flying a little bit, but it was definitely sluggish, so I'm wondering if the atmospheric drag and wind played a major role on how it flew. I will have to try it on some other planets to see how it reacts to my every move there. But guys, I want to also take a moment to say thank you for all you guys who've been tuning in. Sorry that most of my content's been towards roleplay here towards the end of 3.9. Just didn't have a lot to give you guys, so I wanted to do some roleplay, and I hope you guys are enjoying that series. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you to all my Patreons, all my subscribers, members, all you guys who are donating and giving to make this channel be much better. I have implemented a new donation level on YouTube. As you take a look at the P72 Archimedes Emerald, which I absolutely adore. I think this thing looks super sharp, super awesome. I really, really like it. I like the white version, but man, I like this version better. And you'll actually notice some of the afterburner changes here as well. Really cool, really neat. Back to the subscription level. I now have a $1 membership on YouTube. If every one of my subscribers, I know that's a far cry, if each and every one of you donated that $1 a month, I'd actually be able to afford to do this more as a main job than just in whatever spare time I have. I probably wouldn't quit my day job. I may look for a different one or cut back my hours considerably so I can focus all on these videos. And like I said, I know I'm not going to get everybody to be able to donate. That's a pipe dream at the moment, but it would certainly help. Thank you so much to all you guys who do. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy. I'll see you out in the verse.